Hi, this is Adrian once again. Hey, I was just on Facebook and I ran across an entry in there for Eric Walker, and I was reading something that he had put on there. If you're not a fan or a friend of Eric Walker's yet, I recommend that you go to his Facebook and friend him, because he has some good tips in there and some good thoughts. And I was reading one that he put in there, and he was kind of putting out a question to everybody, asking them as parents what they would do as far as teaching their child on how to set up a lemonade stand. Whether they would tell them to charge $1 per cup, or whether they would tell them don't charge anything and put a big tip jar out there. Well, I started thinking about that and I thought, well, based on my own experience, if you put somebody out there, your child, and ask them just for tips, they're probably going to get overrun by all the kids in the neighborhood who don't understand the concept of tips yet. But if they can get to the adults, that is where the magic and where the money is made. And it reminded me of when I was younger. I used to have a paper route. It was about a 7-mile route that I had to go around on my bike and deliver papers, and it would take me forever. Probably the main reason was because I wouldn't just throw the papers in the yard as I went by. If I happened to see my customer out in the yard, I would actually hand the paper to them, just because that's the way I was raised. But what inevitably happened from that was that we would get into a conversation, and next thing I know, they would be asking me if I would do errands for them. They'd have errands that they didn't want done, like raking the leaves or shoveling the snow, whatever season it happened to be, and I would end up doing all kinds of errands for them, and I realized that I was making more money doing that than I was on my paper route. So what I did was I found another boy my age in the neighborhood who was willing to deliver all my papers for me and split the profit with me. So the only day that I would go out would be on Saturday to collect the money for the papers that they'd been delivered, because back then they didn't bill you by the month or however they do it now. The paper boy actually had to go door to door and collect his own money. So that's what I would do. And I didn't realize at the time what I was doing, but I've come to understand since that if you create those relationships with people, they will bend over backwards to try to help you out as well. And I remember back then, the people would often pay me more than I thought the job was worth. And I didn't really know why at that point, but I think it's probably because adults, when they see children, and they see children that are trying to make money, they bend over backwards to be able to encourage that entrepreneurship in them. So that's kind of the lesson I learned from that. So I'm taking that forward with my own son now. So hopefully this will help you to understand that point. So stay tuned to other stories that I may come up with to help illustrate points. Have a great day, and thanks for watching me on my video. Bye for now.